welcome to Saturday's Stretch with Nedra Blitz. So we're going to take a few minutes here to get the spine warmed up. You could do this, it's a great workout or stretch routine to do in the morning or any time of the day where your body's feeling stiff. So find a seated position, we call this easy pose. And if you feel your pelvis is wanting to pull you back, grab a folded blanket and tuck it under the back of your pelvis, or you can even stack two on top of each other so that it's more comfortable for you to sit in an upright position. So what we want to do is get comfortable in this easy pose, and we're going to take a few minutes and really focus on some deep breathing, because when we get stressed, we tend to breathe shallow, or maybe even start to hold our breath. So as often as you can, you want to remind yourself to practice deep breathing. So as you inhale, I want you to tilt your pelvis just a little bit. So it's like you're arching your back. That's making more room in your belly to expand. And as you exhale, you can just slightly tuck your tailbone under. So I'm going to exaggerate these movements a little bit as you exhale. And as you inhale, you're opening the front and breathing into your belly so we can bring as much oxygen into the lungs as possible. And exhale. Inhale, expanding your belly, and as you exhale, drawing your belly towards the spine. So nice deep breaths. Your diaphragm is under your lungs. You want your diaphragm to be pressing down as you inhale. As your lungs expand, your diaphragm moves down, and that's what causes your belly to rise and expand. And as you exhale, let your belly button naturally come back towards your spine, and then use the stomach, engage the muscles to completely exhale the breath. Good. So it's the most important thing is we get a deep flow of breath moving. And now we're going to do a couple of shoulder circles. Just think about loosening up all the tension that you have in your shoulders, your upper back, and your chest. Let's do a couple in each direction. Good. Bringing your arms down by your sides. As you inhale, now sweep your arms up. And as you exhale, let's turn to your left. Right hand on the left knee, the left hand behind your tailbone. And as you inhale, think about lengthening out through the top of your head. So your spine is lengthening. And as you exhale, you're gently twisting, taking your gaze towards your back shoulder. Deep breaths. Now, if you find it difficult to breathe, come just out of the pose a little bit so you can get that deep breath back. That's the important part, is to continue with that deep breath. Inhale, lengthening. Now, on the exhale, we're not going to move anything except the head. And turn your gaze to your right. So this is nice for the neck and the shoulders. So as you inhale, you're lengthening. And as you exhale, your left shoulder is moving left, and you're gazing to the right. Keep breathing. Deep breaths. You can even lean your head over to the side, only if that feels good, for a nice stretch through the neck. As you inhale, let's turn towards the center and release the shoulders, coming back to center. Take a full cycle of breath here. Deep inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, let's sweep the arms up overhead. And as you exhale now, turn to your right. Left hand on the right knee, right hand behind the tailbone. As you inhale, lengthen out through the top of your head. Nice long spine. And as you exhale, gently twist towards the back shoulder. Each inhale, you're lengthening out through the top of your head, and each exhale, you're gently twisting. Continue with that long, slow, deep breathing. Inhale, lengthen, and now as you exhale, just turn your head only to the left. So as you inhale, you're lengthening out through the top of your head. As you exhale, shoulders are turning to the right, your head is turning to the left. You can tip your head a little bit to the side if that feels good for you. See what feels good, and then focus on your breath. 3 or 4 breaths in each pose. And as you inhale, Let's bring the head back to center. We're going to release the shoulders back to the front. Take one round of breath. Hands down by your sides as you inhale. Let's bring the right arm up overhead, stretching through the side. Exhaling as you come over, inhaling as you come to center, and then exhale as you switch and lean to the side. So inhaling as you're coming back to the midline and exhaling as you're extending to the side. Good. Let's continue this with a few more rounds. Continuing to warm up the spine, loosening all the vertebrae, stimulating the synovial fluid that's in the joints. Good. One more. And let's come back to center. Nice. Sitting up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders up towards your ears, behind your back. Slide the shoulders down. As you inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. And now on the exhale, leading with your heart, start to come forward into a forward fold. So you just pause whenever you feel that resistance in your body. With each inhale, you're lengthening through the spine, and with each exhale, leading through your heart. So see where you notice this in your body. Where do you feel that tension? Keep the breath flowing. You actually want to focus on breathing into that part of your body wherever you're feeling the resistance. And we never want to force when we're stretching the body. We have to invite and open and let the body open at its own pace. With each exhale, you might notice that your body's opening and you might be able to move a little bit deeper into the pose. You might even like to gently sway from side to side. Just a little movement, see how that feels. Keep breathing. As you inhale, let's use the hands to half lift. Let's walk over to the right side. Put one hand on either side of the knee. Square your chest. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, gently fold, bringing your heart down towards your thigh. You can leave your hands here where they are, or if you want to add a little side stretch, you can walk the hands away up on your fingertips. Deep breaths. As you inhale, use your hands. Let's half lift, and then we're going to walk back to the center for a cleansing breath. That's a big inhale through your nose. Big exhale through an open mouth. Good. Now you're going to walk over to the left side. One hand on either side of the knee, square the chest, inhale, lengthen through the spine, and as you exhale, start to hinge at the hip, bringing your heart down towards your thigh. So you can pause wherever you feel that resistance in the pose in your body and just breathe into that. If you want, you can walk the hands away, adding a stretch into the side body. Take some deep breaths. As you inhale, let's use the hands. We're going to half lift, walk back to the center. Big cleansing breath. Big inhale through your nose. Big exhale through an open mouth. Good. Use your hands. Come back to center. And then we're going to come to the hands and knees. So even more spinal work here. We're going to do cat-cow. So you want your knees right under the pelvis. Let's bring the wrists underneath the shoulders. Spreading your fingers gently so that all four corners of your hands are pressing down into the floor or the yoga mat. And as you inhale, drop your belly, take your gaze forward, gently arching your back. And as you exhale, let's bring the chin towards your chest, start to round your spine, but start to tuck your tailbone under and shift your weight back until you feel this nice stretch through the lower back. You might even want to come down on the elbows. Inhale. Expanding the front of your body, gently arching your back, and as you exhale, chin towards your chest, start to shift your pelvis back until you feel, there it is, low back stretch. Inhale, and exhale. Slow and mindful, be real, have intention for where you're stretching your back. Notice how it feels. And you're always welcome to, if you find a really good stretch here and it's in your lower back and you want to pause, maybe you want to stay here and breathe into it. That's what you need this morning. So listen to your body, let your body guide you. And let's come back to neutral. So you're going to walk your hands forward a little bit, or you can take your knees back. We're going to come into a modified plank, dropping the hips towards the yoga mat. And we're going to let the hips fall forward. So we're going to get this great stretch through the hip flexors, front side of the hips. As you exhale, lift the hips up, and you can come back towards child's pose. Dropping your forehead, feel that shoulder stretch now, an upper back stretch. Inhaling, coming back into our modified cobra or up dog. And exhale, you can return into child's pose, or if you want a little more active practice, you can come into down dog. And you can flow back into your cobra or up dog. And exhale, child's pose or downward facing dog. Again, you're welcome to hold in either one of these poses. If you really need your hip flexor stretch, stay here for a few breaths. Or if it feels really good for you to stretch out the hamstrings in downward facing dog, you can spend some time here pedaling the heels out. If you've had a stressful day and you really need some more calming, then coming down into child's pose. Might feel the best for you. And when you're finished, we'll come to tabletop. We'll come back into our easy pose. So if you need more calming, put your palms facing down. If you want to open yourself up to be receptive to the universe, then you can do Gyan Mudra if you'd like, or even just open the palms facing up. Let's observe the body now. See if it feels different than it did when we began our stretching this morning, or whatever time of day it is for you. Give your body just a moment to integrate the benefits from the stretching that we just did. And to integrate this feeling that we have found in our body. Maybe you found some peace, some calm. And then let's take a moment to set your intention moving forward in your day. What you'd like to accomplish, how you want to feel. And you want to state it in a positive way. I'm going to get a lot done today. I'm going to feel very happy. I am healthy. Any of these kind of intentions for yourself. And then just take a moment to imagine yourself doing that and being that. Let's take hands down by your sides. Take a big inhale, sweep your arms up, palms together. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Bowing your head to that place within that is pure love, and know that when you are in that space and I am in that space, we are the same. We are one. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.